that stiff, aching feeling in your joints? What if the solution was not in a modern pill bottle, but was hidden inside an ancient tea apothecary? Today, we are not just giving you another list of drinks. We are taking a journey into a doctor's personal global tea apothecary to discover 7 traditional remedies for joint pain. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to be our master apothecary and our guide through this world of healing teas, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life studying the world's great herbal traditions. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. A wise apothecary does not have one single medicine for all types of pain. He has different remedies for different types of problems. We must learn which remedy is the right one for which problem. This is so very important. I had a patient, a wonderful woman, who was suffering from a very complex mix of joint pain, of stiffness, and a deep feeling of fatigue. She felt very lost, and she did not know where to begin her healing. Her journey started by learning to choose the right tea for the right reason.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. In this detailed masterclass, Dr. Hinohara is going to open his personal apothecary for us. In our journey today, we will explore the remedies for soothing pain and inflammation. We will then learn about the remedies for deep tissue cleansing. After that, we will discover the remedy for metabolic balancing. And finally, we will find the beautiful tea for calming restoration. It is a true blessing to have this kind of ancient wisdom, to be able to use the simple and healing gifts of the earth with such great precision. If you are ready to explore this ancient cabinet of healing teas and find the right one for you, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. And this is a journey into a gentler and a very powerful way of healing. Okay, doctor, let's open the first drawer in your beautiful tea apothecary. For your patient and for so many of our viewers at home who are suffering from direct and immediate joint pain, what are the first remedies that you reach for? What are the pain and inflammation soothers?
Yes, when the body is screaming in pain, we must first answer that scream with a gentle and a very calming medicine. The first drawer in our apothecary contains the 3 most powerful and direct anti-inflammatory teas that have been used for centuries. They are ginger tea, cinnamon tea, and licorice root tea. And for my patient, this was the most important first step in her healing journey. Her most immediate and pressing problem was the sharp inflammatory pain that she felt in her knees every single day, especially as the weather was getting cooler in these early autumn months. This was the fire that we had to begin to put out first.
So these are the direct firefighters for our joints. Let's talk about them one by one so our viewers can understand their unique gifts. Let's start with ginger tea. It is one of the most famous healing teas in the entire world.
It is famous for a very good reason. It is very gentle, but it is very powerful. A warm cup of a freshly made ginger tea is like sending a warm and a healing wave directly to the joints. It helps to improve the circulation to the painful area, and it helps to calm the pain.
And the science of this is so clear and so well researched. The active compounds that are in the ginger, which are called the gingerols, have been shown in many high-quality scientific studies to work in a way that is very similar to the common over-the-counter anti-inflammatory drugs, the NSAIDs. They help to block the production of the inflammatory chemicals in the body that are causing both the pain and the swelling in the joints. Now, what about the second tea in this important drawer? The beautiful and fragrant cinnamon tea.
The cinnamon is another beautiful, warming, and very fragrant medicine from nature. It is wonderful for the person who feels a very stiff and an achy kind of pain in their joints.
And that is because the powerful compounds that are in the cinnamon work in a slightly different but a very complementary way to the ginger. They are very effective at helping to reduce the body's production of the inflammatory messengers that are called cytokines. These are the very molecules that can cause your arthritis to flare up. So the cinnamon is helping to quiet down the alarm signals that are happening in the body. So we now have two powerful warming and anti-inflammatory teas. What is the third and final tea in this first drawer, Doctor?
Our final tea in this drawer is a very, very powerful one, but it is one that must be used with great wisdom and with great care. It is the licorice root tea.
And the licorice root is so powerful because one of its main active compounds, which is called glycyrrhizin, has a chemical structure that is very similar to the natural cortisone that our own bodies make. So it has a very potent and a very direct anti-inflammatory effect on the body. But as the source text for our video so wisely and so responsibly points out, we must give a very strong safety warning here. Because of this powerful effect, the licorice root can also raise a person's blood pressure if it is used for too long or in high doses. So you should never use it for more than a few weeks at a time without taking a break. And if you already have high blood pressure, it is best to avoid it completely and to speak with your doctor about a safer alternative. It is a truly blessed and a very important piece of wisdom to understand that even the most beautiful and natural gifts from the earth must always be used with great respect and with great care. So the first drawer in your beautiful tea apothecary contains those powerful direct pain and inflammation soothers like ginger, cinnamon, and licorice. It is a wonderful first line of defense against the fire of joint pain. But doctor, I know from our conversations that sometimes the pain in our joints is deeper. It is a feeling of being stuck, heavy, or what some people might call bogged down. What is in the next drawer of your apothecary for this very specific kind of problem?
Yes, sometimes before the body can truly heal, it must first be gently cleansed of the old metabolic waste that can build up in the tissues. This is a very important job of our next two remedies in our apothecary. These are our deep tissue cleansers, and they are the humble but very powerful nettle tea and dandelion tea. In traditional medicine, these beautiful plants are what we call alteratives or blood purifiers. They help the body's own natural detoxification and cleansing systems to be able to work more efficiently.
And the modern science of this ancient wisdom is so beautiful. Both the nettle and the dandelion are wonderful, natural, and very gentle diuretics. This means that they help to support your kidneys, which are your body's master filtration system. They help your kidneys to be able to more efficiently flush out the metabolic waste products and the inflammatory byproducts like excess uric acid that can build up in your body over time. And it is these waste products that can often get deposited in your joints, which is what can cause so much of that deep feeling of stiffness and of pain.
And they are very simple and very safe for most people to use. You can use the dried leaves of either the nettle or the dandelion to make a simple and a very cleansing tea. For the dandelion, the root of the plant is also very powerful, and it is often harvested in the autumn. So it is a perfect tea for this time of year. A simple cup in the morning is a wonderful way to gently cleanse the entire system.
So the nettle and the dandelion are our gentle cleansers. Now, doctor, what if the root cause of the joint pain is even deeper than that? What if it is a clear sign of a metabolic imbalance that is happening in the body?
That is a very wise and a very important question, and it brings us to our next drawer in our apothecary. Sometimes the pain in the joints is a symptom of a much deeper metabolic imbalance that is happening in the body. This is the important job of our metabolic balancers. And for our patient, the woman with the very complex joint pain, we discovered that she also had unstable blood sugar levels. Her joint pain was directly connected to her metabolic health. And for this specific problem, our number one remedy is the very simple fenugreek water.
And this is a crucial connection that so many people in America completely miss. As we now know from modern science, high and unstable blood sugar is a major driver of systemic or body-wide inflammation. So by helping to balance the blood sugar, you are helping to put out the fire of inflammation from a different and a much deeper direction. The humble fenugreek seeds are a true powerhouse of a very special type of soluble fiber. And this wonderful fiber is a master at helping to slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream after a meal and at improving your body's own natural insulin sensitivity. So with this one simple remedy, you are not just helping your blood sugar, you are directly helping to calm the inflammation in your joints. It is a truly blessed and profound wisdom to understand how all of these different and beautiful systems in our body, our joints, our kidneys, and our metabolism are so deeply and so intelligently connected. This is such a complete and a very holistic approach to healing, Doctor. We love sharing it with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So we now have our direct pain soothers from the first drawer of the apothecary, our deep tissue cleansers from the second, and our powerful metabolic balancers from the third. Our toolkit is almost complete. Doctor, what is in the final drawer? What is the final remedy that you use to help your patients who are suffering from joint pain?
Yes. Our final drawer in the apothecary is perhaps the most important of all. We must now address the mind and the nervous system. As we know, our personal experience of pain is not just a physical sensation. It is also a very powerful emotional one. This final remedy in our kit is our calming restorer, and the beautiful and very gentle tea for this important job is, of course, the beloved chamomile tea.
And the simple chamomile is so much more than just a simple sleep tea. Let's look at the beautiful science of this. The chamomile flower contains very special compounds, like one that is called apigenin, and this compound has been shown in scientific studies to be able to gently bind to the very same receptors in your brain that are targeted by many of the common anti-anxiety medications. It is helping to calm your entire nervous system from the inside out. And this is so critically important for a person who is living with chronic pain. When you are in a constant state of stress or anxiety, your nervous system can become hypersensitive, and your perception of that pain is greatly amplified. By drinking a simple and a very comforting cup of chamomile tea, especially in the evening, as the days get a little shorter here in the autumn, you are not just helping yourself to be able to sleep better, you are also helping to calm your entire nervous system, which can directly reduce the amount of pain that you feel.
So it helps to calm both the mind and the pain. It is a beautiful and a very complete approach. Now, Doctor, we have now explored your entire incredible tea apothecary. To bring all of this wonderful wisdom together, how does a person who is watching at home know which of these many wonderful teas they should start with? What is the master protocol?
This is where the true wisdom of being your own healer comes in. You do not need to take all of these teas. You must learn to listen to your body and to choose the right key for the right lock. If your primary problem is that sharp, hot, and very inflammatory pain, you will start with the pain soothers like the beautiful ginger or the warming cinnamon. If your primary feeling is one of being stiff, heavy, and bogged down, you will consider the deep tissue cleansers like the nettle or the dandelion. If you know that you also have blood sugar issues or you get that terrible afternoon energy crash, the metabolic balancer, the fenugreek, is a very wise and a very intelligent choice for you. And finally, if you find that your stress and your poor sleep are making your joint pain much, much worse, the calming restorer, the beautiful chamomile, is your best and your most gentle friend.
And let us go back one final time to our patient, the woman with the very complex mix of symptoms. What was the final result for her?
This was the beautiful conclusion to her healing story. She learned to become the wise apothecary of her own body. She started her journey with the ginger tea to help calm the immediate and sharp pain in her joints. Then, because she knew that her metabolism was also out of balance, she began to add the fenugreek water to her morning routine. And finally, to help her to be able to sleep more deeply and to calm her worries about her health, she began to drink the beautiful chamomile tea every single evening before she went to bed. By using the right remedies for her specific and her unique problems, she created a complete and a very personal healing protocol. The fire of pain in her joints began to ease. The deep stiffness began to lessen, and she told me that she finally felt at peace in her own body again.
That is a truly beautiful and a blessed story. It is a powerful reminder that our bodies are all unique, and that by listening to them with great care, we can find the perfect and the wisest path to our own healing.
Doctor, this has been an incredible and a very enlightening tour of your global tea apothecary. You have shown our viewers that there is not just one solution for joint pain, but a beautiful and a very wise cabinet of different remedies for different problems. This is a profound and a very hopeful approach to senior health. By learning to listen to their own bodies and choosing the right remedy, whether it is a pain soother, a deep tissue cleanser, a metabolic balancer, or a calming restorer, our viewers can now begin to address the deep root causes of their joint pain. This knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy, one that empowers each person to become the wise apothecary of their own body. It is a practical, gentle, and very powerful way to fight back against the daily discomfort of joint pain. Now, doctor, we have learned which teas to choose from your beautiful apothecary, but I know from your teachings that how we drink them is just as important. To make this a truly complete guide, can you share your wisdom on how to turn the simple act of drinking tea into a true and a powerful healing ritual?
Of course, this is a very important and a very beautiful part of the healing process. There are 4 simple secrets to creating a true healing tea ritual. First is the quality of the water. The foundation of a good and a healing tea is always good water. You should always try to use fresh filtered water. You must not reboil old water that has been sitting in the kettle. It has lost its life and its energy. Second is the temperature of the water. You must respect the delicacy of the plant. For the gentle flowers like chamomile or the leaves like nettle, you should use water that is hot but not boiling, so that you do not scorch them. For the hard and tough roots like ginger or licorice, a gentle simmer for a few minutes is needed to be able to extract their deep power. Third is the vessel that you drink from. You should drink your healing tea from a beautiful cup, a cup that you truly love. The beauty of the cup is a part of the medicine. It is a signal of respect to both the plant and to your own body. And fourth, and this is the most important of all, is the moment of stillness. You must not drink your healing tea while you're watching the television or you're distracted by the noise of the world. You must create a quiet and a peaceful moment. Before your first sip, you should take 3 slow, deep breaths. You should feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. This simple act of mindfulness prepares your body to be able to receive the healing that the tea is offering.
That is a beautiful guide to creating a mindful and a very healing ritual. Now, beyond the ritual itself, what other lifestyle habits are the best partners for this protocol to make it even more effective?
There are two other essential partners. First, of course, is an anti-inflammatory diet. The tea can help to put out the fire of inflammation, but you must stop adding new fuel to it. You must avoid the sugary drinks and the fried foods that we have talked about before. And second is gentle movement. Movement is what brings the healthy blood flow to your joints. And it is this blood flow that carries the beautiful medicine of the tea to the very place where it is needed the most. A gentle daily walk is the perfect partner for this healing tea ritual.
So the complete protocol is the right tea prepared as a mindful ritual and supported by a clean diet and gentle movement. That is a truly complete plan for healing.
I want to leave you with this one final thought. Nature has provided a full and a very beautiful medicine cabinet for all of us. The wisdom is not in taking everything that is inside. The wisdom is in learning which key opens which lock. I encourage you to listen to your body and to choose your tea with great intention.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. To choose our tea with intention. It's a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health by exploring the blessed and the diverse healing gifts that have been placed on this earth for us. And of course, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor before adding any new herbal remedies to your routine, especially if you have existing health conditions. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. If you found this guide empowering and it inspired you to create your own healing tea ritual, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information, and be sure to share it with a friend or a family member. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know which remedy from Dr. Hinohara's beautiful apothecary are you most curious to try for your own joints? Please share your choice in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. Be well.